In honor of the new TV show on Amazon, I've decided to rank one of my favorite game series of all time, Fallout, and every single one of the games in the entire series. Now, I've played every single one of these games on this list, so I'm going to be giving my honest opinions, and most of you probably know where I'm going to rank certain games, but I'm terrible with intros, so I'm just going to hop right in. Alright, so as you can see, we have another beautiful tier list right here. S, A, B, C, D, and Fallout 76. That's all the tiers we're going to be needing for this tier list. And this tier list is not going to be as big as the Metal Gear Solid tier list or the Matt Dickey tier list. So, I guess that's a good thing, because I didn't really want to spend a lot of time on another one. But I guess we should talk about the first game in the series, the game that started it all, no? Now, I never played this game until about 3 years ago, so this is what I have to say about it. It seems to me that if you disregard all context, especially Fallout 1's release date, and the fact that it was the first Fallout, and you just treat it as a game, I mean, playing it nowadays, it's not really that mind-blowing or memorable. It's not bad by any means. It's still pretty good and perfectly playable. But it doesn't really stand out to me as a masterpiece that people have said it is, throughout the years. It seems to me that it's pretty much impossible to properly evaluate Fallout 1 when playing it, today. Especially if, you're younger and you never experienced any of the 90 games when they first came out. Because here's the thing, it's impossible for me to be genuinely surprised or impressed or bewildered or anything else by most of the setting elements introduced in Fallout 1. Because, they're kind of just the same, really. I played this one after I played every single other one. I played 1 and 2 after I played the 3D FPS ones. I already knew of the vaults, Vault-Tec experiments, Brotherhood of Steel, the Deathclaws, and pretty much everything else in the Fallout lore. And, at the most, Fallout 1 provided context for the beginnings of the NCR and the BOS. But it wasn't really surprising or new to me, which was probably a bad thing. Maybe I suck at the game, but I also don't like this one because it's too hard. It's not really fun for me to play either. It's top-down strategy, turn-based RPG, and I just like the other later Fallout games where it's just all shooty bang bang. Fallout 1, there was only really 2 things that kind of got strong emotional reactions from me. The first one was actually in the intro, and it was the world-building implications of the fact that the pre-war United States military was, not only executing people in the streets, they had no, any motive to really publicly broadcast it or anything like that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And the second thing is, I'm not going to spoil it, but the origins of the Brotherhood of Steel. But hey man, Fallout 1 is still good, so I'm going to still put it pretty highly on the list. We're going to say it's we're going to put it in, I'm going to put it in an A. I still really, enjoyed Fallout 1. Okay, we're just going to put this here. Look, if you watched my Metal Gear Solid tier list and you saw Metal Gear Survive, my thing I say is Fallout 76 is Metal Gear Survive, but Fallout. And an online Fallout game sounds great, but whenever it's executed as badly as it was with Fallout 76, man, it makes me wish that they didn't make another online Fallout game. And you can play Fallout 76 solo, but really the game is more designed to be played multiplayer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Fallout 76 is literally multiplayer Fallout that you play with either random people or online. It's a really grind heavy game. It's a laggy mess, it's a buggy mess. But that's like every Fallout game. Here are some good things I can say about it though. The world map is huge. The art and the graphics is amazing. The music is fantastic. And then, it's not really an RPG. Your decisions don't really matter too much. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing, but yeah, your decisions don't matter too much in this game as they do in the other games. And if you like the gunplay that 4 has, this game is basically the same thing. But I don't know, I cannot get into Fallout 76, man. I can't. There's just something about this game that makes me not like it. And apart from that, I don't really have too much else to say about 76. So I'm gonna just leave it right where it is. It can stay put right there, right where it belongs. In this garbage can. Let's move on. Moving on to a game I'm replaying right now, Fallout 3. Holy baloney, this game is amazing. This was the first 3D Fallout game, I think. Maybe. Oh shoot, I might have got my dates mixed up. But this one you can just goof around in. It's open world, it's first person shooter. You know, it's action RPG. And you don't even have to follow the main story to have fun in this game. I usually do like one main story mission, and then I spend about 4 hours just goofing around, and then I finally go do another main story mission. I like Fallout 3, it brought a new aspect to the Fallout franchise. The map of Fallout 3 is extremely fun to explore as well. You can find so many places to just explore and have fun around in this game. The game's not too long either, it's only about 22 hours long, and if you're trying to 100% it, it's really long if you try to 100% it. It's like 100 hours long. I love that this game just offers so much freedom, and you can really just do whatever you want, basically. The only gripe I have with this game is the opening sequence. I just feel like it takes too long to really just get you into the actual meat of the game. But whenever you get out into the open world, you have a lot of fun, you spend hours playing this game, and overall it is just one of the best gaming experiences you could ever imagine. With that being said, I'm putting Fallout 3 probably right next to Fallout 1 in A tier. Fallout 2 is next on the list, and I just want to say this is like my Metal Gear Solid tier list, where it was Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, where Metal Gear 2 was a lot better than Metal Gear 1. I just want to say one of the only bad things I don't like about this game is the tutorial. Actually, the first like 5 hours of the game are just bad. Basically, whenever you find a gun in this game, it gets good. But that's basically the only thing I have bad to say about this game. The quests and the writing in this game are all superb. Whenever you level up in this game, it feels rewarding. Every upgrade in this game feels earned. The music is spot on. Fallout always has the best music. The late game does get a little bit tiring, I guess. Once you have power armor and have a late game gun, there's not really much of a reason to get into fights. The late game fights take way more resources to win, unless you get lucky with crits. You also eventually can break the economy of the game. Once you stop needing to upgrade your gear, there becomes a little point. The very last level is not that good. Like, you can't even have your companions walk around with you in the final level at all, even if they're wearing power armor. Anybody that knows what I'm talking about and has done this final level probably knows, what I'm talking about. Overall though, Fallout 2 is a great game. If you enjoy Fallout 1, you will enjoy Fallout 2. I enjoy Fallout 2 more than Fallout 1 though. I don't know, there's just something about it that just makes me enjoy it a little bit more than Fallout 1. I will be putting Fallout 2 in the A tier. Okay, well, I think we all know where I'm going to put Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas is going in S. I'm just going to go out and say I have about 900 hours on this, 400 hours on the 360, 300 hours on the Steam version, and I have more hours somewhere else, but I don't remember what I played it on. Not to mention about probably like 400 hours of this was playing with a good amount of mods. That being said, New Vegas is easily the peak of Bethesda. What makes this game so good? The character building, the shooting, the compact but meaningful item placement. Well, I mean, the bugs are kind of the thing that brings us down. I mean, this game does lag a lot. But the crafting system as well, I mean, bro, New Vegas, this is, even if you're not a big Fallout fan, even if you haven't played the first couple of games, play New Vegas first. I love the character building in this game because it actually, unlike the other Fallout games, it actually matters what you pick, and it actually matters about, you know, what you strategize to put your points into. Like, your character will not be able to do everything in the game straight off the bat, so you really have to think about what you want to put your points into. New Vegas does not have the best shooting in the series. That title goes to Fallout 4, but it still has some amazing gun mechanics. And going back to the character building, if you invest points into, I don't know, say, what is it, perception, you'll be more accurate and you'll deal more damage with your shots. I do have a few issues with this game though. I mean, the quests, I feel like a lot of the quests in this game are just quite boring, and they don't really offer really a lot of stuff in this game. Yeah, the bugs and the glitches, oh my gosh, are absolutely out of control. Not to mention the difficulty and the enemies. If you start off the game and you try and go to Vegas early, they have death claws in the way. I mean, you can still get past them, but holy shoot, bro, they really just turned up the difficulty on this game. But at the end of the day, I think these are just little nitpicks now. Really, I mean, the only other complaint I have about this game is that endurance does not matter in this game at all. So, like, you can put your endurance and your charisma really down to 1 whenever you make your character at the beginning. That's really every Fallout game though, so I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. But apart from that, New Vegas is easily the best in the series, and this is peak Bethesda. And yeah, I just love New Vegas, and I will forever play it for the rest of my life. Okay, so I might have been telling a lie earlier. I have no idea what this game is. Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. Okay, so I looked it up, and I looked up a little bit about the game. You know, I watched some gameplay of it. I watched what it's about and everything. It's fine, I guess. This is unlike any other Fallout game. Basically, you're not some guy in a mission, and you don't know what to do, and you had to explore the world. No, you're part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Your missions are briefed to you, and you basically just go there and complete it. The game is more combat focused. You command a squad, which I think is actually kind of cool. I mean, you can position them and let auto fighting as soon as they get AP. And I mean, I think that's a pretty cool feature. I mean, the atmosphere is pretty good. There's not much story in the game though. I mean, it's just one big quest, mission after mission. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're expecting a classic Fallout styled storytelling, then yeah, you're gonna be disappointed with this one. Hey, on the bright side though, the plot is not bad, and the voice acting is pretty cool. What the hell, I just had a stroke. I mean, the voice acting is pretty cool too. I mean, I'd recommend checking it out. It's pretty cheap on Steam, so yeah, you could just go give it a look. I don't know, it's a pretty mad game from what I saw of it, so I'll just put it in C.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
First mistake with this game, they tossed out the old music and put in 90s metal. They also replaced Nuka-Cola with balls. Gameplay is absolutely terrible. It's not the action RPG that other Fallout games have. It's an action-adventure game, and it turns the turn-based combat of the original games to a real-time, top-down camera combat. Also, this game is really inconsistent with the canon. If you think Bethesda does a bad job with Fallout, you need to not play this game. Don't play this game, please. You'll be wasting your time, money, and just life. The classic enemies, weapons, soundtrack, and classic elements are completely gone. I'm never going to give this game a second chance. I don't want to talk about it anymore, so I'm just going to be moving on. Okay, hear me out. Fallout Shelter is not as bad as everybody says it is. It's a good time waster. I will admit that. I do like playing this whenever I'm bored, like really bored. Now, I've never spent money on this game. This game is very pay to win. Now, the first couple of hours are fun. It's a new experience, and you'd love to explore and just figure out what's happening in this game. But after a while, you'll just get to a point where it's just really tedious and nothing new happens. Once you've unlocked all the rooms in the game, it's pretty much just maintain and do your 3 quests whenever you can. They made it like Fallout 76 in that regard. Hey man, I pretty much beat this game one time. I had everyone in my vault in power armor, I had as many Mr. Handys as possible, and I had a lot of pets. And then I also had a maximum amount of settlers, and then I reached the bottom of the buildable area, and I also had a vault dweller survive for 168 hours in the entire wasteland. Ultimately though, nowadays playing this game I just get really bored really fast. There's not much to do once you've basically played it for the first couple of hours. Pretty much my overall rating of it, it's not as good as the RPGs, but it's better than Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, I'll put Fallout Shelter in C. If it wasn't so leaned on microtransactions and there was actually more to do in it, maybe I would have rated it like B or something. Fallout 4, this is basically Metal Gear Solid 5 in my opinion. It's really fun. I enjoy this game a lot. It's got the best combat and shooting aspect in the entire series. I love building bases in this game. The story is very forgettable, and I actually forgot I was doing the story, or I was really even like supposed to do a story mission while I was playing this game one time. Like I was messing around for like 5 days straight on this game. I looked at my map, I still realized I looked at my Pip-Boy, I still realized I had a quest to do, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm still playing the story. I mean, this game is really fun with mods too. I love the weapons in this game as well. The dialogue mechanic in this game is really bad though. It doesn't even tell you what you're gonna say whenever you like pick an option. It just like gives you like 3 words and then you just, say whatever. This game, story-wise, again, it just doesn't really pull me in like 3 and New Vegas did. The characters are bland and the writing doesn't do it for me, and I find the factions kind of boring. I do like the character building in this game too, though. I like only having 28 starting special in the beginning, and it makes character creating a lot more interesting. I also like the changes to the power armor. However, that power armor fight with the Deathclaw should have been a little further into the game in my opinion. Not to mention the weapon customization. And did I already mention the base building? The DLC in this game is really great as well. I love the DLC in 3, New Vegas, and 4. Overall, yeah, Fallout 4 is bad story-wise. Gameplay-wise, though, absolutely incredible. Once again, if you've seen my Metal Gear Solid tier list, that's basically what I said about Metal Gear Solid 5. Fallout 4, honestly, I'll put it in B, just because the story could have been a little bit better. So there we go, that is my Fallout tier list. As you can see, all these games, this is my honest opinion, and this is what I genuinely think about every single game in the series. Nice to see that there's no games in D, but it's not nice to see that there's 2 games that are so bad I put them in their own tiers. But other than that, this is, again, one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. It's up there with Metal Gear Solid, it's up there with Grand Theft Auto. Really just a great game franchise. I really enjoy playing 3, 4, New Vegas, and the original 2 as well, and I guess sometimes Fallout Shelter. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a comment down below with what else you want to see, and apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. I hope the rest of your day is the best of your day. Goodbye.